Chavales, ¿qué pasa? Bienvenidos al canal de j-capi, bienvenidos un día más. Y sí, estamos aquí. Vamos a ver lo que nos enseñan de la Play hoy. Empieza en nada, a las 11. Y nada, pues estamos aquí en directo. A ver lo que nos enseñan. Hola, Lu, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas. Pues aquí estamos, a ver cuándo empieza. Y nada, vamos a verlo. Y nada más, pues esperando a que empiece. Y nada, vamos a ver. A ver, es que tampoco iba a echarlo, pero joder, es que se me ha venido la hora. Se me ha venido la hora y bueno, pues eso, no he podido hacerlo antes, pero bueno, aún no ha empezado. Vamos a ver lo que nos enseña, tengo ganas de verlo. El otro día fue muy bueno. Hoy no sé si va a ser mejor que el otro día, pero bueno, vamos a imaginárnoslo, que sea bueno o no sea malo. Así que bueno, vamos a ver. Saludos, esa Cori, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas. Estamos a punto ya de que comience. Yo pienso que empieza ya. Pues si esto va a empezar ya. Vaya la vuelta atrás, gente. Vamos a Leo. Si no, luego yo aquí me lío. Ando en mi chamba. Hola, chamba. ¿Se oye?
Glory and gore for you today.
¿No se oye?
That jealousy is passion excitement! Maybe it's too much of it!
Your face on TV.
Bueno, ¿eh?
Go hunting time. Hunter G. Oh yeah!
¿Qué tal, Moni? Muy buenas. ¿Qué tal, Moni? ¿Cómo estás? Bueno, ¿eh?
Got it, Senpai.
Excellent!
Bueno, a ver lo que nos enseñan, ¿no? Yo creo que, claro, otro día fue muy bueno lo que nos enseñaron.
Your first look at Deathverse, Let It Die, coming to PS4 and PS5 next year. Now, let's listen to We Are OFK.
War. War sucks. In a world full of war, where war is, just doesn't have anything to do with politics or race or imperialism. Out there, we look to each other and to our thick arms.
You done?
And you're like, how did they get them that thick? Is this like an alternate reality where arms are just that thick, or are they robot arms? Our last hope is arms.
Luca, focus.
Okay, sorry, for real. PlayStation promo time.
Yep.
I'm just supposed to introduce our band and the game about our band, right? Ooh, can we do something fun with it? Like, can we be like, why is it called State of Play? What are we, the president?
We've talked about these jokes. Hey, you.
Hi, we're still driving. Jay, I heard back from the mix engineer, and she's cool with getting song stems on Sunday.
Itsu! How's the PlayStation blog post going?
Are hashtags too much? I want to reach more people, but I don't think I trust people who use hashtags.
Itsu, you're the best at this.
I'm proud of you.
I just do things.
Carter, what you working on?
Just a little audio filter I cooked up for debug here.
Can Debug make me sound like a demon?
Okay. Give me one more run through and we'll take a proper break, yeah?
Okay, hi! We Are OFK is a new music biopic game about us, the indie pop group OFK.
No te duermas. No, no me duermo, no.
Series about how we started
No me duermo, no.
and how so far we have not screwed it up. You get dialogue choices and texting and flirting, and each episode lets you play an interactive music video of a new song from our debut EP. That's 5 episodes, 5 songs. And if you join our mailing list today, you get a life-size cutout of our whole band wearing nothing but PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers.
Oh, God.
No.
Nope.
Okay, the cutout is still TBD, but We Are OFK is coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 in 2022. The future.
The future, thick arms. We are OFK.
Okay, bye.
We love you.
Up next, the team at Young Horses shares a big
Es que a ver si hay alguno bueno, ¿no? Lo bueno es que haya uno bueno, Luke, aunque sea, yo que sé. O 2 buenos.
You all see that? Giant bug snacks!
Gosh, we might be witnessing a prehistoric species somehow preserved at the bottom of the ocean.
We need to form an expedition! Bro? Has anybody seen my hat?
Snacks with hats? That's adorable!
And that's not all, buddy. Ta-da! We finally finished your huts! So keep checking your mail, do some redecorating.
Madre mía,
Before you know it, this'll feel
Cyberboom. Ojo, Cyberboom, la Cory. Ojo la Cory,
Can we stop wasting time and get on with this expedition before I'm as old as Shelda? Ready yourselves! A grave danger approaches!
Vaya.
Hey, Five Nights at Freddy's fans. We've got a security breach.
Ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Freddy and the gang are pretty tired, but they'll be back again next week after a few days of scheduled maintenance.
¿Esto qué es? ¿Esto qué es?
Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex is now closed. Initiating nighttime protocols.
No, no! Wait, I'm still here!
Lights on! I warned you! I warned you!
You should be able to escape when the security doors reopen at 6 a.m. Until then, keep moving and try not to draw attention to yourself. If there is another way out, I will help you find it. I promise.
Este parece bueno, ¿no? Este tiene buena. Madre mía.
Please make your way to the front of the building, where you will be given novelty
Joder, pues si este es bueno.
for one free soda refill, and where you will sign a legal disclaimer releasing us of all liability for anything that might have happened during your visit. Have an awesome night, and we'll see you again soon.
Es un conejo, ¿no? Ahí. Un conejo asesino.
Would you like to take a short survey about your experience?
Battle beasts and demigods in a challenging action RPG coming soon to PlayStation. Let's take a look.
Man. Este juego es surrealista, sí, este juego... Están poniendo juegos muy surrealistas, ¿eh? Estos juegos... Anda ya. Lo que están viendo ahora un poco es para un juego muy...
Online opponents await in these multiplayer games coming to PS4 and PS5.
Es de lo mejor del año. Chequi. Joder, poco yo. Bueno, no está mal este, ¿no?
I'm gonna lose ya. I'll trick ya one way or another. I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna trick you one way or another. Where I can see it all, find out where you're going. Where I can see it all, find out where you're going. Where I can see it all, find out where you're going.
Madre mía, la madre del cordero. Tantos juegos que no probé. Tampoco te pierdes mucho, ¿eh? En todos los juegos que no has probado, tampoco vas a echarse a llorar. Tranquila, Cory. Hola, Desi, muy buenas. ¿Qué tal, Desi? ¿Qué? ¿De qué va? Son betas todo. Ese de carritos, ¿no? Bueno. No está mal ese, ¿no? Pero bueno. Bien, aquí estamos. Echando esto un rato. Nada, aquí estamos un rato aquí pasándolo bien. Viendo estos juegos. A ver qué nos enseñan.
King of Fighters 15.
Hay una beta, ¿eh? Hay una beta de este juego. Beta test. Uf, a ver. Un Red Engine. ¿Esto qué es?
It's futile.
Ojo.
Looks like you're in need of your medicine.
Hi everyone, I'm Niels, also known as Bitterbird.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily, also known as Norstef. Today we're excited to share First Class Trouble with you. First Class Trouble is an online social deduction game featuring a dangerous cocktail of difficult decisions and wacky possibilities.
Como muy surrealista todo.
To match, check out the range of customization options available to you. As you play, you'll unlock even more, so don't forget to come back to your wardrobe from time to time. Let's check out that recent match we played.
That was a good one. When the round begins, you'll be assigned a secret role of either a resident or a personoid.
So this is me. I played as a resident in this game, and my goal was to reach Kane at the heart of the ISS Alicea.
And I got to play as a personoid. So my game was all about deception and traps, stopping the residents at all costs.
Great outfit that you have on there.
Thank you.
Pero ¿esto qué es? Que asesina a gente esta. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Pero esto qué es?
I know, right?
Ojo.
Sometimes going with your gut doesn't work out.
Sorry, Dave. I don't have that problem.
You sabotaged the oxygen. Well done.
Un juego muy raro, ¿no?
Sabotaged or a trap is sprung. This is a good time to start casting doubt on the loyalty of the other residents.
Son juegos muy raros, ¿eh?
So convinced.
Están jugando, es jugar online, ¿no? Este juego, ¿no?
Really...
Por lo que yo veo, esto es online, todo, ¿no? Este juego.
You at any point.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, here it is.
Gotcha.
I realized. Too late.
Whether you're a personoid or a resident, your social deduction skills and strategy are the key to survival.
Es un mongas con personas.
Remember, be careful who you trust.
Un mongas con personas.
Cocktails last longer than friendships.
Madre mía.
Work together to avoid disaster when First Class Trouble arrives to PS4 and PS5
Ya no saben ni qué inventar, ¿no, Luke? Porque esto ya... Ojo que PlayStation Plus.
and PS5 versions at no extra cost.
PlayStation Plus de 2 de noviembre al 6 de diciembre. Ojo con Ennis.
Scanning craft. Pan-Galactic Federation battleship, the Astoria.
Weapons activity detected. Readying third
Starboard
strike.
thrusters to full power.
There's no time.
No way!
Abandoned ship. All crew members get to an escape.
Este gran séquito. Ese capturano. Ojo, el capitano. Máquina. Ojo el Seki, ¿eh?
Are you quite alright?
Let's help your offering.
Este juego me suena raro a mí, ¿eh? Me suena raro el juego.
Damn near the full Federation fleet's moving in on us.
Wish I could say we're good. But the Fed saw to it we aren't.
The crew of the Aegis needs you. Good luck, Ray.
Joder.
Seek only to devour this world.
I am certain your journey into the stars above will bring hope to the future of this world, Your Highness.
Spare me your self-righteousness. I shall be saved by mine own hands.
If humanity should persist as it has, never will it find total freedom from sorrow. What hope do we hold should they descend upon us now?
If you dare turn your back to this, I swear I'll destroy the Federation ship by ship until there's not a damn thing left!
Madre mía. Están sacando juegos como un poco raros, digo yo. ¿O no soy yo?
Before we wrap up, let's get an update on the eagerly awaited Little Devil Inside.
¿Esto qué es? ¿Ojo?
Ya.
Qué raros, los juegos, Que son muy raros los juegos, chicos. No sé, yo lo veo muy raro los juegos estos. No los veo normales, como se dice. Son muy raros.
Like any other day, Billy sets out on another job. Looks like he's reading the letter he received. The job seems simple enough. Billy arrives at Cornfield Station. He needs to meet Professor Vincent, who should be nearby. Oh, there's an old lady up ahead. During travel, you can engage with various people. Sometimes to buy goods.
Capi, que tiene unos estándares de calidad muy alto. Si quieres un desequilibrarte, pues va.
On certain occasions, the crew is available to travel together.
Ya, pero no sé, estos juegos, tío, no sé. Me siento raro viéndolos así. Joder.
During world
juegos. Estos juegos son surrealistas. Mira las vacas ahí. Son ovejas, eso.
In this case,
las ovejas. Ojo las ovejas, Debe haber variedad, que sí, yo no digo que haya barbaridad, que no... A ver, que yo no digo que haya barbaridad, pero lo que pienso es que... lo que veo, no sé, me parece... surrealista.
He's greeted by who seems like the owner.
Un juego, no sé.
The job is to pick up a mysterious artifact and deliver it to Professor Vincent. Looks like it's kept in the mansion's basement, leaving behind the unsettling signs on the wall. Billy enters the basement chamber. Well, it turns out that the...
Joder, no, estoy bien, no tengo sueño.
Ever since leaving the mansion, strange-looking creatures constantly appear. Here he is surrounded by a mob, striking and sticking the blade into enemies to pull and throw them around. During his travels, Billy needs to resort to his survival instincts and make use of whatever he has to survive, often being exposed to the harsh side of Mother Nature. A desert environment is one such place.
Madre mía,
Finding safe places to camp.
¿Esto alguien lo jugará? Pues es que a ver quién juega esto. Es que estos juegos que lo juegan, es que no lo sé, Luke.
A Sub-Zero.
No sé. Alguien lo jugará, digo yo, pero...
Caught in a snow
¿Pero quién juega esto? Estos juegos...
Struggling to pull his companion out.
¿Qué juego que los juega?
What will be their fate? Lead Billy throughout his journey.
Juego que los juegue, tío, pues mira, los juegue ellos.
Expected,
pero es que no lo veo.
Not.
Es que es increíble.
My. Welcome to the world of Little Devil Inside.
That's our show. We hope you enjoyed this peek into what's to come on PlayStation.
Ay, Dios mío. Vamos, sacar algo bueno.
That's our show. We hope you
Algo bueno ahí, venga. Algo bueno.
See you next time.
Que madre mía. Que no sacan nada bueno. Joder, hay que sacar algo bueno. Aquí hay que... No pedimos que sea aquí algo.
Is brought to you by Crisis Remastered Trilogy.
¿Esto qué es? Ojo el perro,
Beyond and hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Dormer. This is Loki. Hopefully as cute
El perro es el que ha sacado el juego. Lo hizo el perro. El perro se organiza. El perro está asustado diciendo, ¿qué hago aquí? El perro ha dicho, yo...
Holding him like this, so I'm going to put him down. You might see him later in the show. But in addition to Loki joining me this week, I'm joined by a wonderful panel. I'm very excited.
No van a sacar un Resident ya, de Capi.
By Mark Medina.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Jada Griffin. And Lucy O'Brien.
What?
The highlight of the state of play was absolutely your dog.
Thank you so much. I mean, he's the highlight.
¿Pero esto qué es?
So, I get
Absolutely.
I wasn't sure if I could.
Ojo, que nos enseñan aquí.
Well,
I can.
Loki is here to make that happen. And yes, we are, of course, for those who are tuning in live, thank you so much for joining us for a live reaction to the State of Play that we just watched, which was, of course, primarily focused, or entirely focused on third-party games. Some new game announcements in there, some release date announcements, some very cool indies.
Ahora tiempo de charla. Sí, tiempo de...
And so we'll dive into a little bit of these.
Madre mía.
I do think, of course, it is worth addressing our overall feelings on the show. And Mark, I'm gonna join. I'm gonna throw to you to what you think.
Crisis
sometime
remasterizado trilogy. Ojo, el Crisis
showcase, obviously.
El Crisis.
The one that should have been during around E3. That
chanchin.
This one left me very whelmed. I'm incredibly whelmed.
¿Pero esto qué es? ¿En serio?
Yeah, if it's possible to get that meme gif from, I believe, Clueless in State of Play form.
No sé.
Kind of was this. Lucy, I'll throw to you next. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with these state of plays is like it's such a grab bag. You never quite know how big it's going to be because PlayStation's messaging is always so vague. I think we should have kind of taken the hint when
¿Pero esto en serio?
it's going to be really focused on
que van a sacar el Crisis Trilogy ¿no?
the big one,
sacar.
guys. Like this is our big closer. Because if your expectations were even medium high. I think
Atención, necesitamos a la Cori que nos traduzca.
And again,
La Cori sabe inglés.
the games we saw were perfectly fine. Some of them looked pretty cool.
Ojo, la Cori que se nos duerme.
The deeper dive into Little Devil Inside.
Han echado unos pestillos de juegos y ahora
It's a message.
esto.
It's confusing and
Sí, eso yo.
That's why
Esto me suena a mí a...
unless it's, as Mark said, that big explosive kind of state of play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's particularly hard to come off of the last one where we got reveals like Wolverine, KOTOR, and all of that. And obviously they did, I think, as you both sort of mentioned, third-party focused. But even still, I think there was this hope of like, well, we know Forspoken is coming, Final Fantasy 16 is coming.
Final Fantasy 16.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I heard Mark swear under his breath when the Square Enix logo popped up, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be.
Yeah, I'm happy that Jada is excited. We'll go into that later. But yeah, when Square Enix popped up, I was like, here we go. Time to save the day. And then instantly it was like, a girl on a spaceship. And I was like, wait, hold on, guys.
I thought
I'm
sure.
surprised we didn't see like Stray. Like Stray is like very around the corner. And that's one of those like indies that people are extremely excited for. But we didn't even get that.
Well, not even just Stray, but that's being published by Annapurna, but so is
Madre mía.
Solar Ash. And Solar Ash was supposed to come out
Pero esto, en serio.
delayed till December 2nd, and this is
Madre mía de mi alma.
crazy bet to say this is probably the last State of Play before then, and it's kind of surprising that wasn't there either.
Más que no importa lo de la
Jada, I do want to
el Trilogy Crisis este.
that you might be muted, so
Yo qué sé. He metido esto aquí una bola. He dicho, mira, vamos a meter a estos cuatro que nos van a contar aquí su vida.
Behind the scenes, because I definitely was.
El del perro.
I'm really actually, you know what? It was. I'm cautiously optimistic after this State of Play. There wasn't anything that was like a certified banger, but Star Ocean's going to be really cool for the RPG fans.
Sabía yo que esto era un birlango hoy.
Gets there. There's been so much fanfare looking for Five Nights at Freddy Security Breach, which we finally got a look at today. Little Devil Inside, like everybody's inside.
Ahora vengo, chavales, voy al servicio.
Like almost a year for the most part. So it's exciting to see more on that. But yeah, and then King of Fighters, there's another fighting game coming out. It's kind of besides Guilty Gear, it's the next fighting game for the next gen type consoles. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I wouldn't say there's anything that was like, oh my God, I got to go out and buy right away. But maybe Star Ocean. We'll see as we get closer to whenever that ends up dropping.
Yeah, and I definitely do want to get to a couple of those specifics. So to start it all off, I think of the big games that we saw there, I'll just mention, of course, we can get to Little Devil Inside, which closed the show, but I will mention, at least personally for me, I was a huge Bugsnax fan, so to get Bugsnax, The Isle of Big Snacks, which I think is a wonderful title, that is a new free expansion, which I think is really awesome, coming to players in 2022, so if you already own Bugsnax, it'll come with a new biome to explore, a dozen fresh Bugsnax to capture and feed to your friends, over 100 challenges and 30 quests, and nearly 200 decorations to collect and display. Because, of course, they also showed in the trailer that you will be able to get your own sort of shack in the Bugsnax village and be able to build that up and decorate it yourself. If anyone else is a huge Bugsnax on the panel, if you're a huge fan, I shouldn't say if you're a huge Bugsnax, but if you are, please let me know. You have to tell me.
I wish. I like that they have hats now.
Hats are great. Yeah.
Hats are I would love for Bugsnax to become like the PlayStation Animal Crossing, which kind of feels like it could go in that direction. Like I know it kind of has like Pokemon vibes, but like if it becomes this thing where it's like it's this world you get to just live in and like decorate, and you have a house and you can dress up your Bugsnax and stuff like that, which kind of looks like it's the direction it's going. I'm actually kind of down for that.
I loved Bugsnax. I put a lot of time into it when it first dropped, and I'm excited to revisit and kind of do some more stuff with it. Like I really like the Animal Crossing vibes of kind of customizing your town and stuff like that. I feel like the base game was very, hey, here's the story we want to tell, and now we've got DLC because we have so many fans and we want to like thank them. So here is a huge like new biome, new Bugsnax, and new things to do to keep you playing Bugsnax until whenever we get Bugsnax 2.
Yeah, it's a really smart addition, I think, especially for Young Horses, which is a pretty small studio. They recently also mentioned, they were moving to a 4-day work week, which is awesome to see, to, prioritize the health of their development team. And it's awesome that they've been able to put this together since Bugsnax, at least its theme song took the world by storm before the PS5 launch, and then a lot of us ended up really loving it at launch and after. This edition will, for those who have beaten the game like myself, you'll be able to basically just load your end game save, and it will put you right back before the sort of like end game point of no return in the story. So you'll be able to still enjoy everything in the Bugsnax edition, which I think is really cool. Moving on from there, there's a couple games I do specifically want to hit, but I kind of think I'll just throw to all three of you to start with.
La madre del cordero.
Highlight of the show, or I guess one of the announcements you were most excited by?
The highlight of the show.
¿Siguen estos hablando aquí o qué?
We'll have B-roll for, but if you look, I was in Deathverse. Oh, no. I'm the big guy. I'm in that game, so I'm glad.
Congratulations!
I finally get to reveal that.
¿Qué pasa, Gusble? ¿Qué tal? DJ, ¿dónde estás?
Nobody knows.
Pues aquí estoy.
I didn't even know, but I'm happy.
Ya llegó.
To be in the game. No, I would say my.
Aquí estamos.
From the showcase was that Death's Door is coming to PlayStation. Death's Door was like such a big like surprise hit this year, and it's only been on Xbox and PC, which are great ways to play it. But now
Ya te perdí los bichos.
and Nintendo people get to play it because it's
Fue increíble.
for both
¿Esto qué es?
so I hit my thing, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. But
Yes.
I'm very excited to play this game.
La puerta.
I didn't play it a whole lot because I was like, I feel like this is eventually going to be like a really fun game to play on Switch or PlayStation, and I got both of my wishes in
Dios
one.
mío, los bichos.
You know, I've changed my mind. This is the best state of play ever. This Death Door.
Los bichos, gente.
Turnaround from
Esto es increíble. Esto es increíble.
I convinced.
Es impresionante, ¿eh?
No, yeah, I played maybe the first like hour or two. That
No sé si
had that same just like
del 1 al 10 no sé cuánto poner esto, ¿eh?
for this if it ever comes to PlayStation. So I'll hold off. And luckily, that day has come. As you mentioned, it's coming to both platforms on November 23rd. There's a PlayStation blog post up where they talk about a platinum trophy, 60 frames per second it'll be running at, and that they'll be using the haptics of the DualSense, as well as some of the audio expectations we have from PS5. So that should be really cool.
Sí, hombre, claro.
I don't know if either of you have any major Death's Door impressions to give or excitement, but
I'm ready to. I'm excited to give it a shot. I never got around to picking it up just because I was playing so much other stuff when it dropped on Xbox and PC. So maybe November will be the time for me. There's not a whole lot else dropping in the Q4 for
La madre de todos los corderos.
So I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, like all of my
Pero en serio que esto
who I trust
es
any opinion on such matters.
¿En serio que esto es verdad o
Fantastic.
no puede ser verdad
It's
esto?
basically their game of the year until whatever Metroid Dread came along or whatever and knocked it off that top spot. But yeah, I'm really excited to play this. It's going to be a day one for me for sure.
yeah, really excited to see it come. And as many have said online, including I think friends of the show, Paris Lily and Barrett Courtney, you should definitely play Death's Door when it shows up. If the four of us wasn't convincing enough, Jada, I will throw to you next. What were you most excited by in the State of Play?
I'm a big RPG person, so I guess I'd have to go with Star Ocean for, with the lack of any other big ones. But I definitely really enjoyed what I got to see for Star Ocean. We were chatting during the show, and I was like, this is Star Ocean. Before anything came up, I was like, this is Star Ocean. I already know it. I recognized the kind of the style, the very sci-fi look, the costumes for the characters. They have a very
Madre mía.
Ocean. It's got and
¿Qué tal, Perfect? Muy buenas.
Not recognize it for somebody like me who's played it.
Lo bueno es que lo guardan para la Navidad. Después ya puedes sacar algo para Navidad. Bueno.
The last one was in
Porque madre mía, Guzlem.
which was, about as good as the name was short. But it wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it. I played.
Voy a enseñar algo bueno.
Game time out of it. Streamed a little bit of it. So hopefully they capitalize off of some of the newer trends in RPGs and just kind of put their own Star Ocean spin on it. It looks like it's a much better open and explorable open world, which looks cool. But yeah, I'm just, I got to see more before I can be properly excited for this one. But
Ay, Dios mío.
One for the show.
Yeah, this is a long-running JRPG series that I have.
Lo digo yo, pero estos juegos, ¿quién los compra? ¿Quién juega esto?
That Final Fantasy.
Sí, no entiendo. El perro se fue, ¿no? El perro se fue ya.
And have been led down that way for the last 20 years, but maybe I'll give this one
¿Esto qué es?
as well. Lucy, what about for you? What were you most excited by or enjoyed from the State of Play?
I mean, it was slim pickings, let's be honest, for me. None of
La madre del cordero.
a hell of a lot.
Madre mía, gente.
That people are stoked for Security Breach. I think that's going to be, it's obviously really highly anticipated. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not like a dedicated fan, but I've played enough that this is an exciting one for me. And as I mentioned earlier, I absolutely love the look of Little Devil Inside. I think that it looks like a really...
Un poco malo, ¿eh? Estos juegos son para ti, son pan comido, Capi. Sí, bueno, estos juegos son increíbles.
Treading the tightrope really
Madre mía.
game. And it does look gorgeous. It's got its own sort of sense of self.
Que nunca enseñas nada bueno, ¿eh? Nada bueno.
Yeah, like it's kind of one of those games at this point where I'm like, I think I've seen enough. It's given me enough of an idea that this is like a really beautiful kind of lived-in world that we're going to be dropped into. I don't need to.
No enseñan nada.
So in terms of highlights, those would be my two. But it
El Mario Kart de Play me sirve para que me va a ser gratis.
Yeah, that's I think fair to say. I did really enjoy this. Look at it. It's
Es que no enseñan nada, tío. Es que es horrible. Cada día peor. PlayStation.
5 showcase last year in June 2020, and then basically the developers went silent for over a year, and it's probably one of the games whenever there's a new PlayStation showcase I've had a lot of people ask, where is it, and we saw this, and I'm totally with you. I think it looks really gorgeous. I love the tone.
Madre mía.
I think it's
¿Pensás que puede sacar algo bueno?
British way, as he said, but yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer we didn't get any sort of
Anoche terminé el Ratchet. Hostia, perfecto. ¿Cómo está el perfecto? ¿Bien? ¿Te gustó?
Looked at the PlayStation blog post. The game's official page on PlayStation just says the game is announced. So we are probably not close to, unfortunately, getting Little Devil Inside anytime soon. But it was nice to see like an actual slice of what the game looks like and plays like versus the very more cinematic focus trailer that we got that first time around.
Yeah, I think the combat kind of looks cool. It looks a little heavy, but like I think that's kind of like the thing is you look at him and he's got this big coat and he looks kind of bulky and I don't know. It doesn't scream a market game, but I've been wrong before. I'll definitely give it a shot. They look like Legos. So that's always like it's kind of throwing me off. It's like these really gorgeous backgrounds and then Lego characters, but they're cute in their own right. So I'll definitely give it a go.
It's a very cute look, and yeah, there's
Pero vamos a ver,
2D story-based sort of narrative focus, but also survival elements in there. It'll be really curious to see that one in action. But those were our highlights, as we all said, of the PlayStation State of Play. Unfortunately, a little bit of a quieter one, but we'll have some more brief reactions and community thoughts right after this. But we're going to take a quick break and be right back soon with more PlayStation news, because there actually was a lot else that happened this week. So we'll talk about all that in just a bit.
Ojo que se han callado, por fin.
Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchise. From breaking news and exclusive
en serio.
looks at movies and games,
Ojo que ha acabado.
Let's Plays and live streams, IGN brings you what you need no matter where you are. Whether you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube, Facebook, or Snapchat, always got you covered. IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans worldwide.
Vaya toalla de
favorite game. But what if you got a chance
de todo?
The developers behind those.
Vaya movidón, vaya toalla, vaya mojón.
That's exactly what happens on
vaya mojón.
Episode of Devs React to...
Vaya mojón, chicos, vaya mojón. No me esperaba esto yo. Me he quedado todo loco. Me he quedado pues me he quedado todo loco. Me he quedado. El Vanguard sí, el Vanguard sí me lo pillaré para subir la historia. Ese sí me lo voy a pillar. No sé cuándo, pero bueno, sí me lo pillaré. Ese sí me lo pillaré. Pero joder. Mostrar el juego en el carrito, Capi. Si no... No, tengo la consola apagada yo ahora. Tengo la Play apagada. Pensaba que iba a ser algo mejor esto, ¿eh? Esto yo pensaba que iba a ser mejor. Y me parece a mí que esto ha sido un mojón totalmente. Pon el de los Oscar, coño. El de los Oscar. Sí, el de los Oscar tiene buen... Parece que es el único que se salva, ¿no? Ojo, que ha vuelto. Ah, que han vuelto. Ojo, que no ha acabado. Que no ha acabado, chicos. Que se han ido a un descanso. Ay, mi madre. Que no se han ido.
as the kids say these days. And so, Jada,
No, que no se han ido,
I want to throw to you what
Que no se han ido en descanso.
aspects of the state of play.
Yo pensaba que se habían ido.
Is the scientific term, so thank you for using it. So we'll start. I'm just gonna go straight.
Yo pensaba que se habían ido.
Pulled. So
Y no se han ido, salen aquí.
next DLC. This is the best thing to ever happen.
The best thing to ever
The best
happen.
thing to ever happen.
okay.
Nothing
Ever. I can't believe it.
I mean,
No se han ido.
can be stoked that they reached that one person.
I saw a few other chats. Apparently the Bugsnax Discord is going
Pensaba
crazy.
que se había ido y no se había ido.
You know,
Pensaba que había acabado.
in the Bugsnax Discord. Shout out to you. Let's see. Barrett Courtney at Sad Boy Barrett. You guys, somebody you guys don't know at all.
No.
This state of play hit the exact level I was expecting. It could have been an email.
El que te toca de los, pero si todavía no.
Gotta take
Si el de los car, pero si el de los car, perfecto. No ha sacado nada. Ha sacado 3 coches y ya está.
Let's see.
Vamos a acabar esto y ahora lo vemos, lo de los cars.
Giddy, Ambigiddy. Hopefully I'm saying that right. OMG, this is all in caps. OMG, that FNAF trailer, Five Nights at Freddy's, was amazing. Everything was so good, and Vanessa's model looks so flarking good. They are feeding us
Pero de
so
los cars, pues si de los cars todavía no te han ni subido todavía el vídeo.
excitement. This is something I see whenever I'm in the comments for any of our live streams. Our fans are just chomping at the bit for some good old
Sí, dislike y de suscrito. Ojo.
You know, it's been a long time since
Qué malas personas sois.
release, but you know, looks like they're going to be eating well soon, so to speak.
Yeah, that's what
Vamos a ver, vamos a.
plays, and
Pero es que.
it's always very exciting. It seems for the
A ver lo de los cars, ¿dónde está?
dark for a long time, and everyone's like, "What happened to it?" So now we have a release date for December, and yeah, hopefully people will enjoy it when it's out.
And let's see.
Any
Tengo que
other
bus-
wrap-ups?
Let's see. Major
Ahora
wrap-ups.
mismo-
Let's see. Here we go. Kevin
Ahora mismo para buscar eso.
Little Devil Inside looks neat. Overall, this show was one of the weaker ones for me, but interested to see how the new Star Ocean pans out. Hashtag state of play.
Yeah, that's one that I am very curious to see. It feels like one of the larger sort of
Vaya toalla
announcements
de juego.
as we
Vaya basura de juego.
the show. With so many
No sé, chicos.
questions hanging, it's very curious that we didn't see any of
Esto es
the
lo que hay, esto es lo que hay.
major marquee series from Capcom or Square or any of those show up in this. So I'm glad some of these announcements were
Esto es lo que hay.
for those watching. But
I don't want to read any tweets verbatim.
Lo digo yo.
My entire Twitter timeline is all about Bugsnax, so it tells me that I'm following the right people.
Yes,
That, you know.
100%.
very much so. That seems absolutely correct to me. But
It's me and all 200 of my alts.
Qué mal servicio.
that's all 200 new Bugsnax. But yeah, it's definitely not, I think, a good indicator of what
Pero bueno, pero este evento es había eventos, pero yo creo que uno de los peores eventos, ¿eh? ¿Puede ser esto?
it seems 2022 was really the big focus here. But for those who are hoping from a little bit more from this state of play, including, it's worth mentioning, and I will be keeping an eye on the PlayStation blog as we go on, we still don't know the PlayStation Plus games for November at this moment. One of the games revealed in the show, First Class Trouble, is going to be a PlayStation Plus
Madre mía.
and that we're still waiting for the full
Reclamo, ¿dónde puedo quejarme?
Russian
Menos quejas y más poner el trailer de los carritos.
there was some
Vamos a ver, vamos a buscarlo. Si es que eso todavía no está, vamos a ver. Vamos a buscarle los carritos. Vamos a buscarle los carritos.
was
Venga, vamos a buscarlo.
time for ever since
A ver si lo encuentro. A ver si está ya. Esto tiene.
finally paused
Tendría que estar, ¿no?
Yeah.
Eso tendría.
Thank
Lo de
God.
los carritos.
we'll get into why this is so exciting in just a sec, but
Que no lo veo aquí de los carritos.
Returnal 2.0 is a new free
Está,
update
no está todavía.
and it added both a photo mode
Aún no está.
because this is a
El
very
de los carritos.
when you got all the particle effects going like crazy, and then also
está de los carritos.
suspend cycle option, which is, you know, the cycles are
No está de los carritos todavía, chicos.
you go through a Celine in this, you know, sort of roguelike game, and you can now
Creo que
actually
sería más bien en un The Game
pause
Awards.
and save your progress within a cycle. It's a one-time save thing, so as soon as you come back from that save, it, you know, erases that save state. You're not able to like re-pick it up.
Estoy buscándolo, pero es que todavía no han puesto lo de los carritos todavía.
And I think one of the primary things, you know, for even people who really, really love this game, myself included, one of the biggest problems was that Returnal runs themselves could go
No se ha puesto, no han puesto todavía.
unless you like block out
Lo de los carritos no están puestos todavía.
more than a run of Returnal. you either had to leave
Pero no sé cómo se llama.
and hope there wasn't an automatic
Pero si no sé ni cómo se llama.
your progress, or just pick those runs back up after, or have to restart. So it's been a thing a lot of people are asking for, and Housemark figured out, I think, a solution that works without breaking the pace of this game. Mark, I'll turn to you first just because you were on
¿Cómo se llama de los carritos?
Episode. How excited were you about this news?
Yeah, incredibly. Yeah, the thing.
Raider, Drift.
It was this moment that everybody.
Vamos a buscarlo, ya está.
We all got Returnal. We all started playing it, and then yeah, I got halfway through a run, which like you said, can be hours, right? And so I'd play for like an hour, and I turned my PlayStation off, and there was a big update coming out around that time.
Raider
was back in April, and I was like, oh, my PlayStation updated, and then I booted up Returnal, and because I'd left it paused overnight, I put it into sleep mode, and I was like, no. Like it took me to the title screen, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I like logged into Slack.
Vale, lo tengo. Ojo que lo tengo.
Yo, the update turned Returnal off, and I lost my run, and I'm like, this is like a thing. This is like.
Vale, vamos a verlo, gente. Vamos a verlo. Ya lo tengo aquí. Bueno, pues eso, regístrate para la beta. Es que te pone regístrate para la beta, chicos. Regístrate para la beta. ¿Sabes? Os podéis registrar para la beta. Así que os podéis suscribir para la beta y así pues podéis jugar. Así que ya sabéis, os podéis suscribir a la beta y nada, para poder jugar a este juego que está. Pero te digo que
it's going to keep happening to people.
Os digo que si queréis, pues os podéis suscribir. Estos siguen hablando. Están echando aquí algo del Crisis, de no sé, Trilogy Crisis, estos. Y no sé, chavales, pues esto. Sí, lo bueno es que es chillido, esto es gratis, es lo único bueno que tiene. ¿Qué tiene este juego? El de los coches. Habrá que jugarlo, ¿no? Habrá que. A ver cuando lo ponen y lo probamos, ¿no? Y no sé, pues si quieres seguimos viendo eso. Porque.
You can't do this to this game. It would ruin the game. It ruins the difficulty. And that they're
Estos están ahí todavía.
Proves it doesn't really do that. Like it just gives you a chance to go have a slice of pizza,
aquí todavía.
take a nap, or it just gives you a some breathing room. And will it take away from some of the intensity? Time will tell. But either way, I think this only makes the game better.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was just going to say, I've seen a little bit of discourse where it's like, oh, they're essentially adding an easy mode, right? Like, that's the whole Dark Souls argument. It's like, don't add an easy mode, just get good. And it's like, it's not the case with Returnal. We're not talking about being sad about losing a run because we died. We're talking about literally not having time to get through a run and either having to just end the cycle or, or go to bed.
Right.
And
pero este es el que tengo yo.
we're not talking about making a game
Esto es el juego el...
Yeah, well, and it's also a thing of like people often, especially in family situations, aren't the only ones using their consoles. So it's possible you might have
Venga, un fuerte abrazo a todos. Venga, Cory, gracias.
play a game after you've paused a run, and 6 hours later.
Esto ya me parece a mí que está sobrando, ¿no?
To go kill all of these aliens before I can let you do that, or people want to, watch a movie on it, and then someone accidentally closes the app, and all these things. Like it's just an ease of life situation.
Vamos, CJMI, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? Buenas noches.
Difficulty of Returnal.
JMI, ¿cómo estás?
everybody was like, hey, that Xbox quick resume's looking pretty good now, isn't it? I'm like,
aquí viendo esto.
I mean, they were absolutely correct. That's the truth.
Yep.
Yeah, that is, I think the one feature that Returnal was kind of made for, and it's just a shame it didn't exist at that time. But yeah, it's really awesome, and hats off to Housemarque. One of the more recent PlayStation acquisitions, a relatively small team who I think they had mentioned it at the time of the acquisition. After
Yo pienso que esto ya está sobrando, chicos.
took a much
Esto
vacation after
esto es...
for a little bit, came back, and this was their first priority.
Esto...
It's really cool that they were able to get this out within the same year, and it's a really great excuse to go back to Returnal or pick it up.
Este juego está muy guapo, este juego.
Looking ahead, though,
Este juego está guapo, pero... qué sé, este juego ya lo sacaron, ya.
Horizon Forbidden West and Aloy's new abilities in Horizon Forbidden West, which of course currently scheduled for February 2022. We're just a few months away.
Madre mía, chicos, esto es...
4 or 5. And so we got a little more information about Aloy's abilities to traverse around the environment, get around, how she'll be interacting with things, some of the new tools, some of the abilities and things that have changed or stayed the same, and how that's all evolved in Forbidden West. There was one bit, and forgive me, I'm blanking. Lucy, was it you who pointed it out in the blog post that went into all of this? Was it the vague allusion to being able to ride more machines this time around?
Yeah, correct. There was just a single sentence. Even more machine types can be used as mounts. There wasn't a huge amount of detail. Other than that, there was no detail other than that. But, like, of course, that is what we've kind of clamored for.
No hay nada interesante, Meet. Esto ya... Esto directamente ya paso ya de verlo ya, porque esto ya... Esto no es nada interesante. Esto es... Todo... Todo que sí, que... Pero nada, ha sido horrible. Ha sido un poco de relleno. Esto es un poco de relleno lo que hay. Esto ya no hay nada que ver con el este. Y nada, gente, pues lo que hemos visto. Lo único, eso de coches, que hemos visto que está interesante. Y para de contar, porque no hay más. Y nada más, por eso que... Así que... Así que nada, gente, nos vamos a ir. Muchas gracias a toda la gente que os habéis pasado por aquí. Hemos estado aquí un rato. Y nada, gente, esto ya no hay nada más que enseñar. Esto ha sido... No sé, yo no sé qué nos han querido enseñar aquí en estos lugares, en estos momentos, pero yo creo que no. Así que nada, gente. Como siempre os digo, muchísimas gracias a toda la gente que os pasáis por aquí. Muchísimas gracias por este tiempo que he estado por aquí. Y nada, nos vamos con otra cosa, con otra música, otra parte. Muchas gracias a todos. Besos para ellas. Abrazo para vosotros. Y nada, pensaremos este momento que hemos visto y lo que no hemos visto del juego. Que me queda como diciendo, no sé. Pero bueno. Se os quiere a todos. Chao, chao. Adiós.